Today, let's look at a major new model from Volkswagen Anhui this year, the ID.UNYX 07. Last month, Volkswagen Anhui officially launched the ID.UNYX 08. It's positioned as a flagship all-electric SUV co-developed by Volkswagen and Xpeng. But as we all know, the CEA, China Electronic Architecture, is Volkswagen's real foundation in the EV race. So ID.UNYX 07 is built on this architecture. The term electronic and electrical architecture sounds quite high-end, but it's essentially the car's brain. On one hand, the CEA is smarter, supporting more advanced smart cockpits and intelligent driving. On the other hand, its electronic control units has been reduced by about 30%, so the system will be simpler and more stable. Volkswagen specifically emphasizes that it took just 18 months to complete the development of the CEA. Compared to some new EV makers that might launch 3 generations in a year, Volkswagen's pace may not seem that fast, but remember, this is Volkswagen, which adheres to the brand's global safety standards. Moreover, the CEA supports OTA updates, so the smart cockpit and intelligent driving features can stay up to date over time. With such solid technology as a foundation, let's now take another look at the ID.UNYX 07. To be honest, when I first saw the pictures of this car, I thought it didn't look that good. But it's actually a bit surprising when I saw the real car. This car adopts a crossover style similar to the ID.UNYX 06. The ID.UNYX 06 is a crossover SUV, while this one is a crossover sedan. Its car height is 1,566 mm. It's higher than traditional 3-box sedans to ensure more interior space. The length is 4,853 mm and the wheelbase is 2,826 mm, which is a standard medium-sized car size. Meanwhile, it also adopts the Volkswagen family design language. Because Volkswagen Anhui is also called Gold Badge Volkswagen, the front end features many gold accents, such as its logo, its headlights and the lower part of the front grille, so it looks more delicate as a whole. From the side profile, you can see this car has a sturdy build that helps ensure rear seat space. We'll go in and experience it later. One thing to note is that this car comes standard with 19-inch wheels, which is quite good. Our test car here features 20-inch wheels with a very nice design. Meanwhile, it is also standard with Hankook self-healing tires. The rear also has a lot of golden elements, especially inside of the taillights, which actually looks very delicate and beautiful. Then this car adopts a fastback roof, so the entire hatchback tailgate is actually very practical. The standard trunk volume is 711 liters, which is already very large and convenient for loading bulky items. After folding down the rear seats, the expanded capacity reaches 1,580 liters, so it's truly family-friendly. When sitting in the car, you can see that, first, it has the familiar Volkswagen style. The overall shape design is relatively simple, yet the texture and quality are excellent. Especially the suede-like seat material, the leather treatment on the door panels, and the cut-out ambient lighting details. You can tell real thought has gone into it. Then you can see that I'm sitting here now. My seat is adjusted to the lowest position. We all know that many electric cars, especially electric sedans, tend to have a higher seating position, because the battery is placed underneath. But thanks to this car's sufficient height, I don't feel my head touching the roof at all. You can see my headroom is very, very generous. Sitting here, you will feel like you are in a sedan. For daily driving, including the sense of openness, it's quite impressive. Speaking of openness, this car's panoramic glass roof measures 1.6 square meters, which is very large. And there are physical sunshades, which can be opened electrically. It also has an openable panoramic sunroof, meaning you can actually open it. Compared to many new energy vehicles today, with only a fixed glass roof, this car is far better in terms of both ventilation and natural lighting. The CEA brings a very clear improvement in intelligence. The ID.UNYX 07 doesn't blindly pursue oversized screens. It has a 10-inch instrument screen, a 15-inch center screen, plus a 12-inch front passenger screen. Both the center and passenger screens are 2K, offering very clear display quality. It is powered by the MediaTek 8676 chip, which is built on a 4nm process, to ensure the smooth operation. The HMI interface also supports personalized display and a wide range of apps. You can download your favorite entertainment and media apps to satisfy your entertainment needs. The front passenger screen lets you watch movies here, and it features a privacy screen, so it won't distract the driver. Then, these 3 screens, plus a 27-inch head-up display at the front, can achieve 4-screen interactive experience. The car also supports 4-zone voice recognition, and it is also equipped with a large AI model. You can have voice conversations with the car, which is quite practical. By the way, in the second row, a wheelbase of 2,826mm can be seen, which is reflected more thoroughly here. Legroom is more than sufficient. There is also plenty of headroom too. And its seats, while being very stylish, also provide good thigh support. The rear floor is completely flat, so 3 people won't feel too cramped. Let's drive the ID.UNYX 07 on the road for a quick test drive. The detailed powertrain specs haven't been released yet, but I'm guessing it's the same as the ID.UNYX 06, a rear-mounted single motor. This version should probably be. Its maximum power is 170 kilowatts with peak torque of 310 Newton meters. Such data, for such an EV of this size, is actually completely sufficient. When you floor the accelerator, you can also feel a certain sense of pushback. About the driving experience. What impresses me most is that its chassis is relatively resilient. First, it's an electric car, whose center of gravity is relatively low. Second, its suspension tuning is also quite firm and resilient. This morning, we did a test drive on a go-kart track. We all know that in the go-kart circuit, the turns are very sharp. But during sharp cornering, you won't feel that the rollover is too severe. And although the steering has 3 gears to adjust even when adjusted to the sport mode, it is relatively light. So driving this car first gives you good premium feel, and second, strong overall comfort. The official emphasizes that the turning radius of this car is only 4.7 m. For a mid-size car with a wheelbase over 2.8 meters. In fact, 4.7 meters is a relatively small turning radius. So in daily driving, you will feel relatively compact. It's more flexible in the city. In terms of range, this car is equipped with a 60 kWh battery pack, offering an official range of 558 kilometers, which can meet our daily travel needs. In the future, it will launch a longer-range version. As for battery safety, it has passed 436 safety tests that exceed Chinese national standards. So you don't have to worry about safety at all. What's more, the vehicle also uses over 80% ultra-high-strength steel and has completed over 3.5 million kilometers of validation testing. Therefore, in terms of quality, as a Volkswagen, you can totally trust it. Regarding driver assistance that everyone cares about, due to the new CEA, this ID.UNYX 07 comes standard with highway NOA. This enables on highways and elevated roads automatic lane changing, overtaking slower vehicles, and entering or exiting ramps. Of course, there will also be a version with LiDAR that supports urban NOA. However, this version won't launch until the end of the year, so you may need to wait a bit longer. But the good news is that the ID.UNYX 07 comes standard with memory parking, which supports a parking route of up to 2 kilometers. In residential parking lots, underground garages, or shopping mall car parks, this is very convenient. To sum up, the ID.UNYX 07 combines solid German quality as its foundation, and is built on the CEA. Its overall intelligence level, including smart cockpit and smart driving, reaches a very competitive level in its class. And also, this car offers enough space for family use, has a good-looking design, and is relaxed for daily driving. So, it is very suitable for young people or young families. If you're planning to buy an electric sedan this year, this is one worth waiting for.